Right, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Let Me Tell You Something with me, Jermaine Genus, and my good friend Derek Chisora. This is the podcast where we talk about everything in our lives, our careers, and everything in between as well. We have loads of fun, loads of banter. And today, I want to welcome a very, very special guest and very good friend of mine. He's going to be talking us through his wins, his losses, his lessons, and his legacy. Ex-professional footballer, top baller as well at that. Turned pundit, not so bad at being a pundit. Good friend, as I said, Jermaine Pennant.
And his dog.
And King, I can see. So you brought your boy with you?
Yeah, it's my little boy, King.
You've always loved a doggy, haven't you?
Yeah, the man's best friend.
Where did it come from, though? Because when we were kids, we used to run from the dogs.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the dogs were just
Yeah,
like...
I got bit by one as well.
Yeah, I got bit as well. Got bit near the top of my neck.
On my leg. So
My dad chased it with a kettle of hot water and a belt.
What was this, in London or Jamaica?
This is in England.
yeah, it's in Nottingham.
I was playing Kirby, yeah? So imagine, remember the game Kirby?
Yeah.
You just get a ball of a person standing beside the street that's playing Kirby, and I saw this dog out of the corner of my eye, and it's like, no lead, no nothing, but I'm just like, okay, I think the dog's all right, whatever. It's getting closer and closer. And when you're like, you can see it in dogs' eyes when they're on, and his eyes just switch, and he just started coming towards me. And as I turned, before I knew it, it jumped up my back, boom, just took a chunk out of my back of my neck. And then I've obviously ran home, bawling or whatever, gone into the house. My dad's in a robe. He's like, what? First thing he did was put the kettle on. I was like, what are you doing? Put the kettle on.
I had a British bulldog. His name was Winston. And then I always see my wife with dogs. And then one day one of my wife's dogs died. And she was crying. I'm like, it's only a dog. What are you crying about? Jesus Christ. When I put my dog down, oh my goodness.
It hits you.
It hit me. I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah. It hits you hard.
I'm not doing this again. No, because I don't have one. I got one. So the problem with, when people say pillow talk, between your other half, and we're having pillow talk, she goes, oh, when you get a dog, I'm like, oh, no. And I'm like, no. When you get a dog, I'm like, okay, no, we're going to get kids the dog. I got about 22 rabbits already outside, yeah? So we get a dog, yeah? He's more thinking, we're gassed. When you're happy, you got the dog, we're happy because we got our restaurants and everything. And then one day, I come out my house. I'm smoking a cigar in my garden. Barefoot. I step on dog shit. Barefoot
in the toes and everything.
Yeah.
It's in the nails. You can't get it out.
I stepped on dog shit. I looked around. I got dog shit all over the place. Yeah. I went to the wash my legs. I went in the house. I'm like, the fucking dog has to go. She goes, what? She goes, why? I'm like, the fucking dog has to go because my garden's got shit.
Do you two know each other, by the way? Like, what's you've linked up?
Past when we was back in the day when we used to go out.
Back in the days.
London.
Back in the day, you bumped into each other. Whereabouts? Out.
It would have been, I reckon, Emporium.
Emporium, or even Faces.
Yes.
Faces.
Faces.
Oh, mate, if you didn't go to Faces, you didn't rave. Faces Sunday sessions were the best ones.
But the only thing that used to piss me off about that is you were just getting going.
Finish at 2.
And he used to finish just that hour too soon, didn't it?
Faces Sunday sessions were the best sessions. Bad. Or one day they'll say, special night, they'll bring Drew Hill.
Yeah.
Or 112.
It did,
and then
they?
that's Faces bouncers. I used to love them so much that if you have a problem with them, they won't rush you. They'll let you come inside the rave. You rave up and they'll say, oh, son, can we have a word with you for a minute? And the head doorman will take his shirt off and say, we're going to have a go now.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So once you've intoxicated yourself and you're out
and then you got a chance to defend yourself, put them up and they'll fuck you up and then put you back into rave.
Really?
You come back next week, you're good. Hey, son, come on, you're besties. Yeah, that's what we met. Faces and loads of... But he used to go out a lot, man.
What else would you do when you're young, in your mid-20s?
Bro, you went out Friday.
Well, it depends if I was... Well, possibly, yeah.
Saturday. You even went out on a Sunday jamming session when they used to do Sunday nights. Yeah. Other faces, or you come to Aura in May.
Or China Whites on a Wednesday.
China White.
Where do you reckon you got the flavour for it? Like going out? What was the moment you're like, yeah, this is... Is it because we were footballers, do you think, and you got all that mad attention when we went out?
That, but it was when I came to London.
Oh, it was the London one?
When I came to London, went out and experienced, I was like, wow.
This is different.
Yeah, obviously from Nottingham, the clubs ain't really like London. So when you
came to London at 16, was it?
16, and I think I only started going. Well, yeah, I went to.
To be fair, you had your beard since you were like 10, innit? He had a beard since he was 10. I'm telling you.
Lies.
That's a fact. He did.
17, I started getting like a little goatee.
Anyway. You had a beard from... I remember going on England trials at Lillishore. Not Lillishore, the other place we went to. And this guy, full-blown beard, chest hair and all that. I was like, wow. What?
I'm not even a Eric guy.
I don't know what nationality he was.
Just full Jamaican.
Could you get into clubs without ID at like 16?
I think I was kind of known, so I didn't need ID.
Nice.
He was the bank. If he came in, he's going to drop on his 5 grand, 10 grand.
Yeah.
So they needed him to come in. Even if you went there barefoot, they'll still say, come in, sir.
Yeah.
You were quite hungry though, weren't you, when you were younger?
Oh,
as well?
Starving. There's hunger. I was starving.
For people listening at home, like the terminology of hungry is
Thirsty.
an attraction to women, basically. But at a young age, that was...
He still is.
Yeah, at a young age. No, he's happy and settled down now, actually. He's in a better place now.
We've got King.
And he's got his little dog. He's in a good spot. But yeah,
Are you married now or no?
No, divorced. I have been married. Got divorced, and now I'm just got a partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever say how hungry he was, though? Right. So obviously, me and Penn go way back, and I'm
He's got
talking
a partner now. Why are you talking his hungriness for?
because I'm guiding it down a different road.
It's
basically.
not guiding in different road.
Why are you always going down this road?
I'm just saying you say he's got a partner. That should let you know. And then we come back on that segment we did. Do you share everything with your partner? So you go grossing.
So we're sharing now.
Huh?
We're sharing. She knows his history.
Oh, my partner.
She's not with him because he came straight out of church and was blessed. She's with him because she loves him.
I hope so.
You
I
say
hope
to
so.
that. Anyway, let me go back to my story, right? So the reason, me and Penn go back, right? And I'm talking, how old do you reckon we were when we first, 6 or 7?
7.
Yeah, probably 6 or 7 years old. 2 best footballers in Nottingham at the time. And obviously, came through the systems together, whatever. So Penn went to a different school to me. School I went to was... It's quite nice, to be fair. It's quite a nice school. Get a good education there. Had some nice girls there.
Mine was
Penn
ghetto.
school was like, you didn't want to go to that school. Promise you, yeah. So like break time used to come, like dinner time at school.
You get like an hour or 45 minutes off, don't you?
Yeah, there's no phones these times. There's no nothing. But I'd be like in the school field, and a message would just get to me. It'd be like, oh, Pennant's outside, and I'd be like, what do you mean he's outside? I'm at school. And he'd be like, no, he's at the gates waiting for you. So I'd like, okay, I'll go down to the gates. He'd be on his bike, right? And I'd be like, what are you doing here? And he'd be like, yo, where the things? Where the girls?
Probably school had girls galore. All sizes of different colours, you name it. The blonde, brunette, red, they had the fire. Mine was like, we're scraping at the borough in my school. So I was like, oh, gotta get over to it. It's only like 5 minutes on the bike. Yeah. Through the woods.
It was
bosh.
Yeah, of course. You know what, right? We were talking before kind of off air about like misconceptions.
Yeah.
And, with Derek, for example, before I met Derek, the conception that people had about him was, and I know he likes this, but like complete bad boy, does bad things. And when I met him, I was like, he's the polar opposite to that. Family man, loves his wife, loves his kids, loves being in the garden, just does doing normal things. Do you know what I mean? What do you reckon some of the misconceptions are about you? Because you've lived, I would say, a mad life with regards to kind of your experiences as a kid to now. So like, obviously people have an opinion about you, but what do you think is like the biggest misconception about you?
I would think probably with the alcohol abuse or something.
Really?
Maybe that, yeah. I think...
Because of the drink driving thing?
Yeah, because of multiple times. I didn't have a problem. I just when I did, I got caught.
Everybody's got a problem when they get caught. Yeah, but when you didn't get caught, you're fine.
Yeah, but
When you
it's
get
not,
caught, that
it's
becomes a
not
problem.
like
I know. I know. Don't worry. Anyway, move on. Carry on, Ted.
So yeah, there'll be stuff like that. There will be, he's a bad boy. He's like a loose cannon kind of guy. Like you can't trust him.
Does it annoy you?
A little bit, yeah. Because I think if you look at everyone who's not in the public eye, everyone's made some sort of mistake in their life when they're in early teens, teenagers, or whatever.
Yeah.
They've made a mistake, and you learn from it, and it's an experience. Every single person's done it. No one can probably in this room can't say and go, "Yeah, I've done something wrong."
Yeah.
Because you're in the public eye, those just get magnified and stay with you throughout your life and career. And that kind of determines who you are. Yeah. And there was a point where I was kind of, I came from nothing, nobody, got thrown into the limelight. And those how people would perceive me I would kind of play to that. I would say, okay, if I'm this is what I'm labelled at, I'm this crazy guy, and I just act like that. I'll just do it. Think that that's what I needed to be accepted.
And when did you figure out that wasn't kind of what you needed to do? Because you've obviously figured it out now.
Yeah. It was probably to the end of my probably playing career.
Yeah.
When I realised, and I was, starting seeing cycles and the same mistakes and going round and round and thinking, fucking hell, why am I keep getting into this position? When something's good, then it goes bad, then good, then bad. Why can't it stand a nice plateau path? And I was just making the same mistakes. And once I finished, that's when I realised I'm not a lunatic. I'm not crazy. I'm just playing up to this persona that I've been labelled. And then it was obviously when I finished, I was like, I need to get my shit in order now. I need to focus on my next chapter of my life. So I'm not playing football anymore. What am I going to do?
Go on.
Must be hard though, because how long did you play for?
I moved to Arsenal from when I was...
Notts County you were playing?
Well, Notts County,
15.
yeah. So I was playing professionally when I was 15.
Yeah. The reason why I asked the question was because, from 15, you got everybody telling you on your case, they're on you, don't do this. And subconscious, you're back of your mind, you're like, you know what? I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because there's something about me. And then at the end of your career, you realize, fuck, if I keep doing this on this path now, nobody's going to tell me don't do this. I can be the only captain for my own ship by myself, basically. So it's like, and then I come back again now, football players and boxers are totally different, because on a simple reason that you guys are natured, you're directed, when your career is about to finish, you end up taking your reins by yourself now because you don't have a manager, you don't have an agent. So now you're piloting your own ship by yourself. Before you used to be piloted by 10 different
club,
people.
agent, everyone,
And then on the other hand, boxers, we do everything ourselves.
So you learn.
We learn. She's not here because she's looking after me. She's here because she gets paid by me. Yeah, you understand? No, it's as simple as it's one of those things. An agent is there to protect you until you stop making the money. Until you keep making the money, they're there. Yeah. The moment you stop making the money, they're off to another.
But what it is, when I was growing up, I was always, that's just my personality to be, a bit of a joker, funny, make people laugh and stuff. And growing up, I think people liked it. So as throughout my life, I just kind of stayed on that level, just being stupid. And as you get older, I think people were seeing that and then, we can't take him serious. We can't take them serious and this and that and can't trust them here. So it did have a negative effect. But when I was younger, people like me. It's like, people like it, it's jokes. But then as you get older and you need to be more serious, I think now people are starting to take me serious. But before that, I was always fighting this battle along with my image, along with stories that would come out. So, yeah.
You did some special stuff as a footballer. that probably never really get spoken about at all, like during your career. Like, does that piss you off? Because, you know, playing Champions League finals, FA Cup finals for Stoke, being at Arsenal in that Invincibles team as a kid, like you achieved.
Scoring a hat-trick.
Yeah, I know where
For
you're
Arsenal.
from.
Did
So
you
do
score a
what you-
hat trick? For who?
For Arsenal on my debut.
No, you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a baller like that. No, you're lying. Hold on. What position were you playing?
I was playing right midfield, right wing.
No way.
Yeah.
So you can kick ball like that?
I was a baller. I'm not going to lie.
So the team you went into, Derek, was like Thierry Henry, Robert Pires, Ljungberg, all those guys.
I was just thinking he was warming up the bench.
Well, he kind of was. I mean, as a kid, he was on the bench, but he was
Oh,
always
shit,
he was
man.
part of
Fucking
it.
hell, man. I apologize, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Because I used to see you out and about with me.
Yeah.
So I just thought, you know what? This dude ain't playing ball, so he's with us.
He scored a hat-trick the next day.
God damn. Literally. Because he's just said Champions League. Did you win the Champions League?
No, we lost that one in the final to AC Milan.
So,
that was
but
with
what
Liverpool.
trophy did you win when you were playing? Did you win any trophy?
Not major ones, no. We didn't. So I've lost the FA Cup
Hang on a minute.
against Man City.
What do you mean, not major ones?
What?
What other ones are there?
Community Shield, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Did you win that? Did you win that?
Twice.
Oh, man.
Hey, listen, right now, right at this present time,
You
I
won-
got
you-
more trophies than Harry Kane.
No, you got more trophies than Jermaine.
Right at present.
Look behind you there. There's
you go.
one right there.
Bruv.
And there's another one down there. Don't worry about that.
No, nah.
Major.
Nah.
I've got loads of runners up though.
Well, the 50s within it, as you saw in the intro, we want to find out people's kind of their wins in life, and it can be life, not just football. Their losses that they've suffered and had to been and come back from. The lessons they've learned, and you know the legacy that they would like to leave behind in terms of what people maybe think of them or how you would like to be perceived the day you hang up your boots. So yeah, I'll start with the wins. Really, it's a good place to start. You know, what would you consider to be your biggest win in your life so far?
Biggest win of my career-wise, I would say signing for Liverpool.
That was mad, wasn't it?
That was crazy because if you look at the way that happened, a year previous to that, I was inside prison.
What?
He was in jail.
I was in jail
For how long?
for a month.
Fuck.
So it's a 3-month sentence.
What jail?
A category A in Wood Hill.
So you're a felon?
Well, what 2005? So hopefully it's off the record now. So I
You're
know
a felon, though, innit?
Well, I have been a felon.
How are you going to make me do a podcast with a felon? I don't understand this.
Hold on, I've seen clips of you, bro.
But I'm not a
you're
felon.
lucky you're not a felon.
Because I'm a smart criminal. You see me? You don't see me.
You've got someone paid off, mate. I tell you what, in high places.
No, man, I'm a grass. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm fucking with.
Yeah, but the story is mad. Do you know what I mean,
It's
he
mad.
was inside.
So I was inside for a 3-month sentence. I'd done a month and then I'd done 2 weeks on tag. And I was at Birmingham at the time. Yeah. Played out the full season. And then the end of that season, Liverpool bought me for, at the time, 7.8 million. So then I went to Liverpool the following season, played all the games that year, and then made it to the Champions League final.
And he's a Liverpool fan as well, by the way. So it's like,
Yeah, so when I got the news that I was signing for Liverpool, it was at that moment, it was just, I've never felt a feeling like it. Signing for your boyhood team that you've supported since your first video was of Liverpool.
I know you celebrate. You went out.
I had to actually fly straight to pre-season. And then on top of that, another dream is I think every professional footballer is playing in the Champions League. Oh, man. And then I got to the final. Oh, wow. And, you know, to this day, I get scousers calling to me and saying that's the best game I've ever seen you played for Liverpool in.
yeah, he was a
Oh, wow. That's
You know,
big.
you know what else is? I mean, like, because I also want a tiny bit more detail about that story. But whilst he was playing at Birmingham, he was wearing the tag on his ankle. You could see it through the socks whilst he's playing, so it was like underneath his shin pads.
Why did you go to prison when you were on time?
Well, it was for the second offence of drink driving. And they just made a
Example.
a massive example.
That's good, you know, to put you in prison.
No, it wasn't.
No, it's good they put you in prison.
Why?
Because you have to look at it. You're drinking, you're operating a very heavy vehicle. And then if you hit somebody and they die, and then suddenly when you come out, let me finish. When you come out drunkenness and you're sober, and then suddenly you're conscious, you're like, oh man, what did I do that for? What did I not listen? So I think that was a good discipline for you to go to prison, so you understand. Because there was nothing wrong with you drinking. The problem is you were drinking, taking your car out.
Yeah.
No, I didn't take my car out. That's the thing.
How did they get you?
I went to a club. I wasn't playing the next day. I got a taxi back home. I was at home in bed, and I was on the phone.
You got a Tiggs.
Correct. Absolutely. That's what happened.
Everyone's like that.
I knew.
The Windrush kicked in. The Windrush first kicked in, and off I was.
This is the power of
and I got pulled over.
Make a nigga want to fucking drive a car when he's drunk.
And I got pulled over. I'm breathalyzed.
No.
Oh my goodness.
How were you treated in prison? By the other
I
inmates?
think I got a little bit of love. It was a horrendous experience, don't get me wrong. But I got to go to you'll have gym like twice or 3 times a week, once morning or afternoon or evening. I got it every day, afternoon and morning.
And people knew who you were in there?
Oh yeah. People have been knocking on cause I was in the papers for the full almost every week for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was papers. And people was knocking on trying to get signatures.
Derek wants to say something.
And then I'm gonna come back to Jermaine. You were in prison for how long?
A month.
A month. So when you're in prison, you had a cubicle toilet there, yeah?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we you need to answer this for real.
Yeah.
Honestly.
When you were taking a shit, were you looking at a cubicle or were you looking at the door?
He's changing the topic.
No, do you sit on the toilet or do you straddle it backwards?
No, I just sign it like you went at home.
Let them know what you do.
Right, first of all, right. We're not going to keep coming back to this, right?
No, we are going back to this.
He's on it. He's like back
Right,
to...
listen. Sorry. When I was doing Match of the Day, right?
Yeah.
It was like being fucking like Tom Cruise.
No.
In
Just say it how you said it.
I'm trying to.
No, forget the message. Just get to the
No,
point.
because you said I'm taking a shit. Who takes a shit that way?
You said
be
you
fair,
do.
He didn't say shit.
Thank you. I never said that. Right, listen. The
It's
point was
so
this,
close.
right? Is when I used to come in late from doing that Match of the Day and stuff, I was trying to get in the house and to my
Man, nobody
bedroom
cares. Hurry
as
up and
quiet
get to the
as
point.
possible was the plan. I need to get in as quiet as possible. So if I needed the toilet, I would instead of if I'm standing up pissing, it's just making a loud noise in the toilet. So I found a way where if I just sat on it facing that way, I would just piss into the basin rather than into the hole of the toilet and it'd be quiet. Nothing wrong with it.
Is that what you were doing?
No, I was doing. Sometimes I do a sit down wee.
But would you straddle it?
No. The only time you do that is when you're giving it a shave.
Here we go. Look, see,
Right.
That's
different vibes altogether now.
Yeah.
but how
Sometimes you give
mu-
it a little, because if you just sit on the seat and you go,
Yeah. We'll get it closer. Can we get it closer?
all the air just floating the bottom. It's not everywhere. It's decent.
Yeah,
Try
but
it.
do you sit facing the
worse?
toilet bowl? Toilet
When you have a
system,
little
the
zip,
system.
yeah, a little zip, zip.
Interesting.
Correct.
Obviously that.
Yeah, you go and you don't have to.
It must be a Nottingham thing.
Yeah.
Where's my stuff supposed to hang?
Must be a Nottingham
in that
thing.
you know what I mean? If I want a comfortable, just chill, middle of the night, can't see anything. Do you know what I mean?
Derek's not having any of it.
Can't put
Listen,
lights
anyone
on.
listening, have a go.
Yeah, it's
Derek
what I do.
said
Straddle and
that he thinks your bum's open in that
Yeah,
scenario.
he's on
That's
some
quite
different
wild.
vibe, man. He's on some next thing. I don't
Yeah.
know where he's going with
Maybe, you know what? I got it wrong. It's just a light skin thing.
that.
That's a clip.
Maybe it's a
just
light
skin
Can
thing.
we put a pin in it?
Because
Yeah.
because-
No, we will.
yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Sponsored by toilet. We're going to get listeners to decide on whether it's cool and then we'll leave it
Okay,
there.
that's fine. Then
Leave
we'll
it
let the
there.
listeners decide then, all right? I just want to finish one thing from the Birmingham City to Liverpool story that I wanted to tell, because I want to know if it's true. The Gerrard part of that story.
Yeah.
When you were playing for Birmingham.
Yeah.
What happened, and is that true?
No, honest truth. So we was playing against Liverpool, and I can remember the ball went out, and as the about to take the throw, and he's run past and says, Jay, and I've turned around and he goes, who's your agent? And at the time I said, Sky Andrew. I went, do you know him? And he went, no. All right, lads. And then ran off. And then jogged off, and I was like, huh? So then I've chased him. the game's kicking off, and I'm on the right, and he's going to run over this. I'm running all the way across the pitch. Steve Bruce probably thought, where the fuck's he going? So I've chased him. I've gone, Stevie, do you want his number? I don't know why. Like he's gonna go, yeah. 1 minute, let me get my phone out. And he just ignored me, ran off, and then for about 2 minutes, I was confused. I was like, I couldn't focus, and I was just like, my head was all over the place. Like, why is he asking that? Oh my God, it's Steven Gerrard, it's Liverpool.
Got a chance.
I heard there was
rumours
of scouts watching all my home games. So then when he said that, he just set my head a bit of a wobble.
You thought,
this
is it? This is it?
Yeah.
So let's get onto the losses then. I mean, we just touched on, one of them, but I don't know, there might be others that you might want to talk about more. But losses that you used as a good experience, really, to kind of get yourself back into a better place.
Well, there's more than one. Where do we start? I would think my end of my career. I think I was in a dark place. Because I didn't really know what was next, and I went through a lot with the divorce, and I was that's probably the lowest I've ever been. And then the bankruptcy kicked in with the HMRC, and plus the divorce, all this, and everything just got a little bit too much. And I at that time I didn't really speak to no one. I didn't really,
I know. I was having to drag you down from Stoke to come and play golf.
Yeah, and all my friends were kind of
avoiding you
up here, and I didn't. I tried to hide and trying to deal with it all on myself, and then when you've got, no one's helping you, or no one's not even helping you, just like speaking to you and helping you get through and navigate through this dark part of your life, which I didn't have, and it came to a big defining moment when I was probably in the worst place that I've ever been in my entire, 42 years on this planet. I've seen a lot, been through a lot, but I got to this one point, and I ended up calling him at my last moment, and he kind of spoke to me. It was about 3 a.m. It
was a mad call.
For the chance for him to answer as well.
It was later than that. I just landed from Brazil.
So for the chance for him to answer it, and then he did, and we spoke, and from then I've kind of right
sorted it out.
Sorted my shit out. That's the low. And
the universe. The fact you answered that call.
That's what I think.
Because even now you could have been asleep.
No, I was on a plane.
No,
I was flying back from Brazil.
And you needed that answered.
I was flying back from Brazil. I landed at Heathrow at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was like Jermaine Pennant. I was like, he must have slept on his phone or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, he must have lent on it. I picked it up and he was on the phone. And I spoke to him all the way home. Then for another hour whilst I was at home. And I'm glad you brought it up, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because they are, what you class at the time as losses, but you're in an incredible place now, and it's amazing to see. It really is. But it was tough. Like, it was really tough in that particular period.
It is funny though, isn't it? Because you go through all this transition, and then everybody you depend on, they duck you out. Yeah, I mean, like, people you call your friends, they stop calling. They stop, even phoning to check up on you and stuff like that.
That's what we're going to do on this show, though. What I'm going to do, I'm going to message people and say, you're going to come on my show, please, and support me. And for everyone who says no, I'm going to have a woke table.
The problem, because they might say no to you, but they might say yes to me.
I don't care. I don't matter.
How about you put your side of the table there?
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, we'll find out who they are. We'll find out who
they're supporting.
Yeah. Who's the real ones and who's the not. And we'll do a table. Who's lost more friends?
Yeah, but it's true though. Do you feel like men do struggle to talk more generally?
100%.
Why is that still?
I just think we always try to, especially people who've been in the limelight and have come, made it to the high point of their career and stuff. They still want people to see them and think of them like that. As soon as you see that you're vulnerable and not as in that high bracket anymore, it kind of hurts your ego. So you always want people to look at you when you was at your heights in your career. And me now, before going out and speaking to someone or telling someone, I kind of felt embarrassed.
Yeah.
And it was only because he knows everything, so I don't care. But if you haven't got those kind of people, then you will try and
Yeah, it's a tough scenario. I'm like, obviously I've been going through some stuff for the last 7 months, whatever, and we've had loads of conversations. Derek's been a rock for me. Jermaine's been a rock for me. I've had some really amazing people in my life. But when it comes to the talking element, I don't know, I quite like figuring things out on myself as well. I think, don't get me wrong, there is this whole thing of men don't like to talk, right? And it is good to be able to be open and have these conversations to get off your chest, because if it festers, it can turn into something else. But I do believe we are I think men are a certain way. And for me personally, I don't know how you feel, Derek, but a lot of the time when I'm going through what I'm going through, and Jermaine's situation is different because I've not got to that place, and I hope I never have to experience what he went through. And I'm glad he called me. But for me personally, I go inward because it's just what I can trust, because I know the things I need to do to get myself back to that place. Do you know what I mean? So, granted, I think we would get there a lot quicker, and it would be a lot easier if we did open up and talk to somebody. But I just think it's a lot of the way that men are just bred. I think it's just in us. It's in our nature. It's in our DNA, especially as athletes as well.
No, it's not.
Here he goes. Jesus.
No, it's not.
You can do the let me tell you
Look
something.
at King loves Derek.
No, it's not.
What is it then?
It's in the white community, the guys talk to each other. They say it. This is why they heal better. This is why they move on better. In the black community or in the urban community, we got this subconscious of I can't say because he's going to think I'm a punk. Do you understand?
Maybe.
Yeah. Oh. But in the white community, there's a problem. If a guy's got a problem, he get his mates to go to the pub and they will talk about it and they will advise him the right way. But in our community, in the urban community, we feel like, nah, everybody's going to look at me like I'm a punk. Oh, this, no. So I believe
there's more shame.
There's more shame. I believe in our own community.
Yeah, that's what I said, feeling embarrassed.
Yeah, we should start talking about stuff. There's nothing wrong by getting your friends around and saying your heart out. Even if they do take the piss out of you, who cares? You're letting them know what time it is.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when I'm not, especially recently when I've not been feeling great, I'll go to his house.
I know you come to my house for because we're going to get high. You're not coming to talk to me. You don't want to smoke weed and go home. Shut the fuck up.
Again, when you're being deep.
I'm not being deep.
You're not allowed to.
I'm not being deep. But I was just going to explain a scenario that actually does make me feel better. Sometimes I'll go around his house and we'll sit in his garden. And we won't talk sometimes for 25 minutes.
No.
Yeah,
he
that's
plays
nice.
he plays his music. I sit there, we chill. And we just don't say anything. But I'm like, yeah, this is nice. I just feel better. You know what I mean? And it's not always, oh, Derek, I need to talk to you about this. I need to talk to you about that.
No.
He's just there. He goes, let me put the music on. We chill. You know what I mean? Relax, do whatever. And I'm just like, you know what? I leave and I go home feeling better.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just things like that as well.
No, I think girls do talk more naturally because that's what we're about.
Oh, 100%.
But I think men... No, we will just talk for talk's sake. So in the end, you're going to get to a problem or make one up.
Yeah, I agree.
But
totally.
I think even podcasts like this, I think it's good to have men just chatting.
It's kind of, again, a good reason
You're
why
already
we're doing
talking,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, we just, sometimes things come out, don't they, that you just don't expect to come out. And you're like, yeah, it is therapy to an extent. It's therapy. Right, so we've done your wins, we've done your losses. The lessons, again, they're very intertwined, aren't they, and linked. But what are some of the biggest lessons that have you've learned?
It's not giving a fuck what people think and how they view you. But before I had so much armor on, where now I'm not playing. I'm just like, do you know what? Cool. Yeah, I'm in the position where I am. So what? You either love me or you don't. I'm not this multi-million-pound footballer anymore. I'm a pundit, I'm a puncher, I'm working hard, and this is who I am. Rather than caring what people think, I've got to live this lifestyle, I've got to be this, I've got to be that, from what I've had and what I was. I've just now no fucks given. I'm enjoying myself, I'm happy. I feel now, just be happy. Doesn't matter where you are, what you got, just be happy. Once I'm happy in myself, things will progress and be better. And before, I wasn't happy. I was at Liverpool, mansion, playing in my boyhood team, earning thousands and millions, but I wasn't happy. I was depressed, but I didn't understand what depression was then. But when my agent asked me, said, "Oh, you're okay?" and I said, "You know what, Scott, I've got this, that, but I'm not happy." I didn't know what depression was. I didn't know, but ultimately, I wasn't. I wasn't happy. So I know kind of all these feelings, and now I'm like, you know what? Just concentrate on yourself, be happy, and you know your life will be in a better place. That's when you can start loving yourself and loving other people.
I love that.
You're in a much better place than I even thought you were. Not in a good way. In a good way, because it's like, I think that was exactly that. You just explained.
And I was and I was searching for things to give me that fulfillment.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, like the dolphin, them dolphins hit, like going out, chasing birds, getting this one night.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll be like,
I never had a one night.
Sorry, can you just say that again, please? Close to the mic.
I never had a one night.
You've never had a one night stand?
No, never.
no.
I was not light skinned to have one night.
Oh God!
What? It's only a light skin thing.
It's a light skin thing. I never had a one night.
This is going to turn into something
I never
else.
had a one
Isn't
night.
it? I know.
But I have to say this, you know, when you have that mentality of I don't care anymore, you're more stronger than any other man out there, because people always think what people think about them. But when you have that armor, so you know what, I don't care.
That's what it was. I was thinking, worried about what people's...
If you have the armor, I don't care armor, you can be so happy in your own skin, you don't understand it. So this is my rule I live by. I don't care. You know, I do what I want when I want and how I want to do it. I don't really care.
Have you always been like that, though? Because the interesting thing about you and your career is, I remember early years, and you might deny this, but I felt like you were the villain. If anybody was getting booed in a boxing ring, it was going to be you, right? And you've gone from that to quite possibly the most loved boxer there is right now. So you've lived through both, and you must feel both when you're in the ring. So when you were, but when you were getting booed, did you still have that, don't care, I'm going to perform the same? Or when you were getting loved and you don't care, did it improve your performance at all?
To be honest, I didn't really care.
No?
Just genuinely don't care.
I don't really care.
I think he's lying, though.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest with you. My English was not great. When people spoke to me, I was like, who cares? When they wrote bad things about me, who cares? Don't really care.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's the same on the good side as well. Don't care.
Both. I mean, like, if you write something about me and if someone tells me about it, then I have a problem with it. but let me explain something to you.
There we go.
This is very important so you understand, yeah. If you commentate on my fight, yeah, and I perform whatever, and then I go to a restaurant and I'm like, great fight, but the commentator was fucking slagging you off.
I told you that.
Okay. Then I go somewhere else and be like, great fight. This commentator his commentating was so terrible on you. So now it makes me upset now. I don't care no more. So when I see him now, and I'll say, yo, I haven't even watched the fight. I'm like, yo, what's up with your commentating now? Because people are telling me this.
Yeah.
This is why I get on the defensive. But if people don't say nothing,
Then you don't care.
I don't care.
Love it.
This is why she's talking about it when we went to the fight.
Okay.
Because people keep on talking about it.
What about the legacy, Pen? The legacy part. I mean, you come from Meadows in Nottingham. People will remember your journey as a kid to now. Is there like a message that you would like, or a legacy that you'd like to leave?
Yes, I would say if people don't know, like, we'll get to know, as in like the journey from where I started to where I got to, is an unbelievable story in itself. As in the hurdles that I've had to battle and climb and to get where I was, raw talent, not really having a network or support, and kind of doing it on my own. I could have easily gone down a path into drugs, crime, gang, and just I got lost in the system. And it's not like I had a mom there or really family to guide me in any other way. It was just purely my love for football, how much I enjoyed football, which got me to where I got to. So it's like a legacy. The legacy I want to leave is that it's possible.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you come from. Yes, you might need a little luck and a bit of faith on the way, but if you really want something, then It's possible.
Agreed. It's nice.
It's totally possible.
You know, just quickly on, just to add a bit to that, my mum used to go and pick him up on a Saturday morning to play in our local team when we were like 10, right? And you couldn't find him. He'd knock on his dad's door, and his dad used to answer and be like, yeah, he didn't come home last night. And I'd be like, what do you mean he's 10? Where is he? We used to drive around the estate, because at the time he was our best player. It was like, we need Penn today. We need to go find. So we'd go and find him. He always had his boots with him. No matter where he was, it was like, he used to have a size freaking 11 on his left foot. And as long as he had his size 7 right, he was good to go. One was red, one was black. It was just like, Penn, get in the car. Let's go.
I remember once I used my dad's, do you know the Puma discs? Like, I went to like the youth club in my dad's Puma. He's a size 11. And I put him on and
size 11?
He was a size 11, so I wore his trainers, done the discs. They were so like tight to make it possible, but that's
Yeah, so we're gonna do one quick dilemma with you. These are listeners that have written in, and we want your guys' advice, all 3 of you. I'm gonna read it to you so that no one
you're
can
doing
see
it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is from obviously a girl. She said, "My ex-boyfriend always messages me when he's newly single. Am I the one that got away or his last resort?"
I mean, I instantly know the answer, but I'm going to let these two talk first, I think. You don't know?
I know.
Say it one more time.
Right. My ex-boyfriend always messages me when he's newly single. Am I the one that got away for him or his last resort?
Yes.
But everybody, everybody does it.
It's not
even the married one do it.
It's not the one that got away.
Yeah,
it's just
even the married one do it.
I'm
telling you,
a little bit horny.
Even the married.
I'm telling you, you're telling me my wife right now.
Yeah.
Her ex-boyfriend don't even try. Hey, how are you? Have you been? I want to see if you guys are still together. You think they don't speak? They do. They don't.
I don't know. He's a madman, obviously.
Is he blind? Is he blind?
I can't see it.
It can only be Usyk.
No. That's the I'm just being honest. Everybody does it.
Yeah, but she wants to know, does he care about her? That's what she's saying. Or is she a booty call?
It is, but not enough to have a relationship.
It's a booty call.
It's a booty call.
It's not a booty call.
Why are we beating around the edges? It's a booty call. 100. He's basically sat there.
Nah, it's not a booty call.
He's reminiscing, going, boy, that was.
It's not a booty call.
Yeah, we had some good times. I'm now single. You know what? Let me
just have a little bit of fun
Yeah.
until I find the next best thing, another better thing.
It's
simple as that.
Okay, fair. We'll leave it with that, and then we're going to do one quick fire with Penn.
Oh, go.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Gonna read you. It's this or that. You got to say which is this or that. Okay.
Yeah.
Summer sun or cozy winter.
Summer sun.
R&B or hip hop.
R&B.
90s or noughties.
Noughties.
Liverpool or Arsenal.
Liverpool.
Not even close.
Coke or Pepsi.
Coke Zero.
Okay. Tattoos or piercings.
Tattoos.
Derek Zora or Anthony Joshua.
Derek. All day long.
Yes.
Salt and vinegar or cheese and onion.
Salt and vinegar.
Blonde or brunette.
Microphone going to be blocked.
Come on, King. You've been
Right.
good for about 45
Come on, we got
minutes.
this. Blonde or brunette.
Brunette.
McDonald's, KFC.
KFC.
Kendrick or Drake.
I gotta go for the light skin boys.
All right, last one. Last one. OnlyFans or Pornhub.
Pornhub.
Well, that is it, guys. Thank you for joining us for Let Me Tell You Something. Jermaine, mate, absolute pleasure.
Thank you. You've
Hopefully,
been good until now.
He has,
Yeah.
a king. What a guy, man. Hopefully you'll come on again. But thank you for talking us through, in particular, your wins, your losses, your lessons, and your legacy, pal.
My pleasure, bro.
Top man.
Pleasure. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
Done.